Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Double AK podcast. Today we're going to be talking about a question that I've had on my mind. Is school a scam? So I've been pondering and been wondering about the current economic situation in Nigeria and I dare say around the world. And what I see is that we go to school, we get a degree, and we don't use it. Now, is it just me or is this whole system messed up? And you might go back to the previous episodes, being educated versus having a degree. That episode I covered this in a bit more detail, but there I'm a bit more optimistic and positive. Today I'm a bit more skeptical, I should say, and more critical to see what exactly is happening with our school systems. Think about it. You go and study and become an engineer in a Nigerian university in other parts of Africa. Let's just stick with Nigeria from what I know so far. I'm going to start expanding. But you go for engineering degree and you come out and there are no jobs. And then what you have to do is you have to teach. You have to teach secondary schools. And I'm in this position where I'm looking at this and I'm like, so what was the point in the first place of getting the degree in engineering? Like, why couldn't you just teach or get another degree and teach, like something like a school teacher certificate or something, and teach something that cost less money, something that took less amount of time, something that didn't take as much amount of work, and definitely something that gave you the same expectations that you wanted. Because right now it looks like everything is false advertising. Like, the goal here is hey, we promise you that we will train you to become the best engineer you can be, or we promise you that we'll equip you with the skills so that when you get into the workforce, you are equipped and people will hire you for those jobs. But clearly that is not happening. And I also figured this out a bit when I graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio. You might think I was at the top of my class. I was a summa cum laude. And you might think that, oh, it's going to be easy, right? It's going to be straightforward. Like, oh, every company is going to welcome you with open arms to get a job. It wasn't like that. And I was actually shocked. And you keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, keep trying to apply. Might have to do with the fact that I was international. But still, it's still the same thing. And all of a sudden, here I am finding out that okay, I have to settle for. I did research for a bit, and I have to settle for a job that someone who comes straight out of high school can do. Literally, they are qualified to do the same job. And going back to our example in Nigeria, you see many graduates who work in fields that are nowhere near their own. Like engineers working in marketing. You see lawyers working in finance. You see doctors working in agriculture. It's all strange, it's all weird, it's all messed up, and it's all confusing. Like, so what is the point of going to school anyway? Like, why can't you just stop? And I have a friend who's actually thought this through, and he thinks the best path for him is to just quit school and just go on into the forex trading market. And that's going to be a whole different episode another day. Forex trading, how it has exploded in Nigeria, because oh my god, now every single body you meet is a forex trader. This could be the land of the forex traders. Who knows? We could see. So why I'm making this episode is because I want to think a bit more critically about the school system. I want you to ask yourself a few questions. Why is it that we get degrees in certain fields if we end up never using them? Why couldn't we just get a general certificate in like life or something, like, oh, here you're certified in the area of people management, and then at least you're using your degree for something that you're actually going to do in life, dealing with people, real life people. Why do schools charge so much? Why are there so many competitive positions in engineering programs, in medical programs, in law programs, in other fields? Sorry if I didn't mention your field. And why are there so many competitive spots in schools when the number of jobs are not equivalent to those competitive spots? Basically, they're telling you that you are not guaranteed to get a job after you are finished with us. So why are you wasting your time there in the first place? Now, if you had an insight into my previous episodes, you would know why I still believe in the school system. I still do, honestly. Yeah, I really do. But I don't believe in it because it is credible or because it's the most effective. I believe in it because it teaches us lessons about life. And the only reason that I am not going out screaming that school is definitely a scam is because it does teach us something. Even though it doesn't teach us what it claims to teach us, it's like false advertising because in most jobs, face it or not, believe it or not, you're going to have to be retrained when you get hired on how to do that job. You might as well just go there for the first time without having any experience at all. Really. And you'll be fine. Like, really. Like, all you need is time. Like, those who enter the workforce earlier on and have a longer career, like 8 more years than you who were just in school those times, will probably be better off in the short term on the job than you will be because they have the experience that you don't have. And although you went to school, but they have the experience. The only reason I'm not going out all out to bashing the school system right now is because it teaches us how to critically think and how to manage our life. Now, if you are someone who really just buzzed through school, just scraped through school, you did learn a few lessons, and I put it to you that the major lessons you learned are about people, not really about your grades. Who cares about what you studied? Who cares about what you learned in classroom? But the major things you learn about how to deal with people, how to handle deadlines, how to be creative, how to push forward, how to complete something that you start. These are all lessons that are valuable in life, and I don't doubt that you could get them elsewhere. But the only reason, not the only reason, there are many reasons, but the major reason why I do not scream out right now and say that school is a scam is because of the incidental learning that takes place in the school system, which is surprising because it's not what you pay for that gets you to be efficient. It's what you get as a byproduct of what you pay for. You get the grind, you get the last minute hustle to try and finish preparation for exams. You get the teamwork where you have to collaborate with your friends, if not you all fail the class. You get the deadlines you have to meet. You get the idea that you have to think about how to multitask between different classes and how to pass or how to just choose which class to fail so that it'll be easier on your future line of classes or exam to fail or exam to pass, whichever one you like to think about. But nutshell, school might be a scam to some degree, but it might still be helpful. And I would love to see a situation where we are not really thinking about going to school to get a degree, to get a job, but we're going to think about going to school to learn how to learn and to learn how to adapt in the modern day society and moving on to do our own thing, because I think that is the only way we will not be disappointed with what our schooling system has done, not just in Nigeria, but around the world. So, is school a scam? Maybe, but it's still worth a worthy scam, at least for the next few years. Okay, take care. That's another episode of the Double AK podcast. Stay tuned for some more updates in the next few days about NSARS and other places in the country. And yeah, we'll keep on growing. Share the episode. Like it. Be cool. Be safe. Be amazing. Okay, talk to you later.